Well, good morning. Another beautiful morning in the Rogue Valley and another trip over to Klamath Falls. Last time we went to Klamath Falls, we never actually landed. We just did some instrument approaches. This morning, I'm going with a friend of mine, Brandon, and we're going to land, and then we're going to go get to view some of the fighter jets, the F-15s over in Klamath Falls. So should be a great morning. I've been looking forward to this for a while, and welcome along.
Rogue Valley International Medford Airport.
Automated weather observation 1439er Zulu. Wind 340 at 03. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 19er Celsius. Dew point 10 Celsius. Altimeter 3018. Remarks. Density altitude 1,900.
Medford Tower hours of operation are 1100 to 1530 local time, then 1615 to 2030 local time. The common traffic advisory frequency and pilot controlled approach, runway, and taxiway lighting are available on 119.4. For additional information, contact Cascade Approach on 124.3 from 0600 to 2300 local time. After 2300 local time, contact Seattle Center on 127.55 or 124.85.
All right, Brandon, we've finished our checklists. We've done our run-up. Just finished our takeoff briefing. And you're ready to roll, right?
Ready to roll.
All right, cool. That's the big fire tanker over there on the left. It's huge, and it's been doing a lot of work over these last couple of weeks. We've had a ton of fires here in Southern Oregon. So we're grateful for those firefighters. All right, that traffic is off the runway, and I don't see anybody else in the pattern, so we're going to go ahead and call up fuel pumps, fuel tank. Wig-wag lights are on. Medford traffic, Sling 3755 Golf is taking runway 32 for a departure to the north, Medford. All right, we are clear on final. We're clear on the left. And here comes full takeoff power.
Medford traffic, right tip box. Right crosswind, northerly to Medford.
Is set and achieved. Airspeed is alive. Engine gauges are green. And there's 55. We'll rotate. And we're going to just let it build up some speed. All right, and there's 90. So we'll climb out at 90. And we've got that traffic in sight. Medford traffic, Sling 3755 Golf is on the departure leg of runway 32, and I've got the right traffic in sight, Medford.
Medford traffic, box on a downwind. It'll clear to the southeast, Medford.
That's a quick takeoff.
It was a quick takeoff, huh? It just takes off fast.
That's cool.
It's got plenty of power. It's got a turbo. We're not super heavy, but we pretty much always get off the ground before the 1,000-foot markers,
Wow.
which is fast by most plane standards. All right, so we've got a temporary flight restriction for firefighting between us and Klamath Falls. So we're going to fly out here to the north for a little bit, and then we'll just kind of contour around, go past Mount McLaughlin, and then make our way to Klamath from there. All right, and here we are at 9,500 feet on our way to Klamath Falls. Our true airspeed is 135 knots, and that's burning 7.5 gallons an hour. So 135 knots, and that's about you got to multiply by 1.15 to figure out miles per hour on that. So probably about 152 miles an hour on our way to Klamath. Coming up on Mount McLaughlin. So Brandon and I are heading over to Klamath Falls. Klamath Falls is home to Kinglsey Field. Kinglsey Field was named after an Oregonian, Lieutenant David R. Kingsley. David Kingsley received a posthumous Congressional Medal of Honor because he was a bombardier in a B-17 on a mission over Romania in 1944, and his B-17 was getting shot at from ground fire, anti-aircraft, and between the flak and some German fighters that were also in the air shooting at him, the pilot of his B-17 made the command for them to everybody to bail out. So everybody's got their own parachutes and their own bailout spots on a B-17, and as the bombardier, you know, he was basically right under the pilot and first officer, but a couple of the gunners were wounded. So he went and saw to the gunners and made sure they bailed out first. And the tail gunner couldn't find his harness to his parachute. So David Kingsley gave him his parachute.
Oh, wow.
Strapped his parachute on him and got him out of the airplane. And of course, Lieutenant Kingsley didn't make it out of the airplane. He was his body was later found in the wreckage of his B-17. But certainly heroic. And so that's who Kinglsey Field is named after. Kinglsey Field's now home to the 173rd Fighter Wing, and Brandon and I are lucky enough to be able to go do maybe a little tour of the 173rd today. How about that view of Mount McLaughlin? You've never seen that one before, have you?
That is fantastic.
All right, well, get a video and maybe I'll tilt my wings to it a little bit here. Or you can take a picture, whatever your
I'll
choice.
take a picture. Got it.
Not bad.
Fantastic. Thanks for the history on Kingsley too.
Yeah,
I wasn't
kind of
aware
cool.
that. Yeah.
So that's Kinglsey Field. It's been around for a long time. It's gone through a bunch of different training missions, but right now it's just the F-15s. I mean, I say just the F-15s because they're actually super amazing, and I'm really looking forward to this. So
It's
anyway,
going to be interesting.
it's going to be great. Very excited. Big shout out to our buddy Shanae, call sign Saint. I haven't been able to think of what a good call sign would be for me. I keep trying to think of one, but I don't have any good ones. I don't know if you get to pick your own call sign or not, but Shanae is call sign Saint, and she's an F-15 pilot at Kingsley, and so we're looking forward to meeting up with her and having her show us around.
Well, and an incredible, amazing human being.
Oh, she's wonderful. Shanae's fantastic and an absolute dynamo on the pickleball court, huh?
Oh, geez, yes.
Shanae's, anyway, she's great. Looking forward to seeing Shanae, looking forward to seeing the F-15s, and really glad to have you along with me. I say glad to have you along with me, Brandon. You're the one that set this up, so thanks for setting it up.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. All right, we've got Kingsley in sight. Right there, at about 1 o'clock.
Experimental tree 755 Golf Kingsley Tower runway 14, wind tree 20, tree clear to land.
14, clear to land, 55 Golf. Interesting. All right. So he cleared me to land and told me I've got a little bit of a tailwind. And that's never my preference. I probably cleared me. I probably should have, if I would have known that I was going to have a tailwind, I would have requested 3-2, but not a ton of tailwind, and we've got a long runway. But what that means is I touch down a little bit faster than I prefer to, because a 3-knot headwind would slow us down by 3 knots. 3-knot tailwind speeds us up by 3 knots when we get to the ground.
500.
500-foot call out.
Kingsley Tower information, Golf altimeter 3028. November 55 Golf, turn right, taxiway, Echo, contact ground point niner.
Right on Echo and ground point niner, 55 Golf. Oh, they got some firefighting planes over here as well, huh? There's the F-15s to our left.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go park in front of these big guys. Aren't those planes cool?
Yeah.
I mean, they're cool, but honestly, would you get in that?
It's a little, it'd be a little creepy.
A little janky, huh?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, how long's this thing been flying? Oh, about 100 years.
I know, look at that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not for me.
So you just pick a parking spot?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Nobody's told me otherwise. A lot of times they have line people that come out here and marshal you in, but
Okay.
nobody's doing that, so...
Does it matter what direction?
It does if there's much winds. I like to park into the wind, but in this case, not much in the way of wind, and so here we are.
Yeah.
that stuff, that's fine.
Yeah, so that's all in here. Like that's your mic, and then this is your O2 host, and then COM cord. So it's all. And then I wear Access. So like these are my earplugs plus
nice.
COM. So like all the COM comes through your earplugs too, which is pretty sweet.
That's
So then you don't have to have your radio volumes up so crazy all the time.
This is so cool.
Isn't it great?
Kingsley Tower, experimental Sling 3755 Golf is holding short at Charlie.
November 3755 Golf, Kingsley Tower, runway 14, wind 020 at 5, clear for takeoff, on course is approved.
14, clear for takeoff and on course, 55 Golf. We got a little bit of a crosswind coming in from our left. Not much though. All right, 14 is painted on the runway. Clear on final. Clear to our right. Get lined up and bring in power. All right, and here comes our power. All right, full takeoff power is set and achieved. Airspeed is alive. Engine gauges are green. There's 55. We'll rotate. Got a little bit of a fuel pressure thing, but I think that's just from the heat. And ground effect. What'd you think? Think we impressed those F-15 pilots?
I think so.
They're all out on the ramp clapping for us.
Oh boy. If Shanae saw that, she definitely is.
She'd probably laugh.
So is that from all the crosswind?
Winds and thermals at this point. It's starting to heat up. It's 74 degrees outside still, even now, and it's even hotter on the ground. So the thermals, you get winds rolling in over these hills, so they get bumpy just like downwind on downstream from some rocks. And then you get thermals as the ground heats up, and so the air heats unevenly. And so it just makes it a little bit bumpy on the climb out. Once we get up to where the air is cooler and get up kind of past these foothills, it'll smooth out, yep. All right, so we've already started our descent into Medford. It looks like it's probably going to be about a 20-minute flight back to Medford. What a cool experience, Brandon. Shanae was amazing, huh? Showing us around.
She's fantastic. She's so gracious.
Yeah, so gracious, so wonderful, and so talented. Her story about how she became an F-15 pilot was super cool. She didn't go through kind of the traditional way. She got her degree, started flying for NOAA doing hurricane flights, and built up a ton of hours, and then just met a guy that was an F-15 pilot.
It's really interesting, just the direction or the opportunities just through life, what you get, what you fall into. There we go.
Exactly, yeah, because it really was completely serendipitous that she ended up meeting that guy while she was doing sim training, I think for her airline transport pilot. So, you know, I mean, it really was just kind of, and then she realized once she got in the F-35, she was like, this is what I'm meant to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's super cool. Very, very cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed the opportunity to try her helmet on too.
Yeah, the helmet was cool. So
very cool.
And then she showed us the helmets that have the HUD display in it and everything, and she said that was going to run about $200,000.
Incredible, just for a helmet.
Yes,
Equipment. Yeah.
For a pretty amazing helmet,
yes.
But a helmet nonetheless, right?
Yeah, it's not just a helmet. It can do more things than most computers.
Yeah. I was a little surprised when I got up close to them how large the F-35 was. I think, what did Shanae say? They call it the tennis court in the sky?
Yeah, tennis court in the sky.
Because all the other, like when they're drilling and stuff, all the other pilots say the F-35s are super easy to spot. But man, what a capable plane, huh? Yes. And then the gun on it was like a Gatling gun.
It's fascinating.
Yeah. How many rounds did she say it held? Do you remember?
900.
Is it 900 or 9,000?
I think
900.
She said 900.
Yeah, 950 caliber rounds.
Yep.
And she said she could empty it in
10 seconds.
10 seconds. So, but she also said if we get to where we're firing the guns, everything's gone bad.
Yeah.
It's a bad day. We're too close, and other stuff didn't work. So, I guess that's just to get you out of there. So anyway, super fun trip. So glad that you set this up, Brandon. It was a lot of fun flying with you. We got a little bit of a bumpy descent coming into Medford because it's going to be nice and warm when we get down there. So be it. But thank you very much. This was great. Medford Tower, experimental Sling 3755 Golf is 10 to the east with information alpha, full stop.
November 3755 Golf, Medford Tower, roger. Enter right traffic, runway 32, continue inbound.
Right traffic for 3255 Golf.
Sling 3755 Golf, traffic 12 o'clock, 5 miles northeastbound of Twin Commander 2700 climbing.
No contact, but looking, 55 Golf. All right, so you got him?
Yep, right over Table Rock.
Perfect. 55 Golf has that traffic in sight.
Sling 3755 Golf, roger, miss him, runway 32, clear to land, one calm.
32, clear to land, 55 Golf. You hear what he said? He said, miss him.
Yeah. 610, frequency change approved, we'll see you.
Hey, appreciate the help, 610, good day, see you in a bit.
Now our main job is to miss that guy. That was pretty funny. All right, we'll beam the numbers, pull out the power, and get our first notch of flaps. Start our descent. There's 85, that's perfect.
Medford Tower, tanker 133 is 817 to the northeast inbound with Bravo.
Tanker 133, Medford Tower, traffic 1 o'clock, 2 miles northeastbound, Twin Commander 7100. Continue inbound, right traffic, runway 32.
Look for the traffic. We got it in sight, no factor, and continue inbound.
500.
500 feet AGL, so we see those lights. Those are my glide path lights. They're telling me 2 red and 2 white means perfect. If it's 2 red or if it's 3 red, then I'm low, or 4 red, then I'm really low. If it's 4 white, then I'm really high. I like it just like that. I like 1 red, 1 kind of pink, and 2 white.
Gotcha.
So that lets me know I'm on glide path. All right, runway's assured. Push that open, yep. There, now it's a convertible. Kind of nice, huh?
Look at that. This is awesome. And leave Medford at 6 in the morning and you're there at 8:30.
That's exactly right.
Wow.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.